Hello everybody and welcome back to Factory Town, where we've done lots of cool stuff. So far, I spent the last episode just really tidying up the farms, making a special farm area and a special lumber mill area. Now what I'm going to do this episode, I've already said, is I'm kind of going to make this area completely a forestry area and nothing else. So I've decided that actually I don't need the barn. I just need the forestry bits at the back here connected up to the lumber mills. And then I just need to get rid of this barn. I don't need it. I don't need the road. So if I get onto a footpath tile, I should be able to just remove the road. Let's go red. It did work for a little while there, but then I think I clicked too many times. So yeah, no road needed there. So then I'm hoping that I will be able to just pop in one more lumber mill in the space there, which I won't be able to quite do. But I reckon if I have 4 lumber mills here, so I'm going to actually maybe even delete that one there and just move the chute along a bit. And then the chute, because there's no road there anymore, the chute doesn't need to really worry about any of that. I can just have the chute coming down from one central stem going into all of the lumber mills. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to have to really work on all my workers later, but never mind. Does not matter at all. The building is blocked by what? The chutes? Oh. By one tiny little bit of road that was left over. Ah, man. Path. Footpath. Go away, footpath. Don't need you. Path. Footpath. Go away. I want to build stuff here. Right, so building, lumber mill, lumber mill, lumber mill. And I need to move that path along. So the first lumber mill will be completely for the market, and that will have a wagon going. The 3 behind will be ones that I will consider required for the base. Workshop could do with maybe moving as well. Because if I want chutes going round here, then I'm maybe going to struggle a little bit with getting the planks to market. Whereas if I do the chutes along here and then push them across the road, then the workshop's going to be in the way. So I think the workshop might need to be relocated. So let's have a look. Workshop. I need one more space. But I can delete it and get rid and put it somewhere else. Possibly around here. That would be fine. Let's just rebuild it before I forget. And allocate its resources elsewhere. That would be fine. Oh, I need to rotate it. But I can rotate it still. That's fine. So I think I'll put it there. Nice little workshop. Put a little footpath in as well. Building. So I'm getting this in such a better... I know I'm having to rebuild a lot, but I'm getting this in such a better order. And it's all a lot cooler than it was. Right, so now I want to do a little bit of terraforming again. Just want to flatten this out a bit. Oh no. I wanted to flatten it down. Not up. Come on, do what I want you to do. There we are, that's kind of what I wanted it to do. So then what I want to do is to play around with these chutes so that they're doing what I want. So what I want is to have all of the chutes. Just do this. So actually these ones could just go like... I need the... Get rid of you. Go into precise build. I love precise build. Precise build is so much better. Just kind of trying to think how this would work the nicest, honestly. I mean, honestly, I don't really actually need... Could just go like that. Get rid of quite a lot of this. Go back into auto and then I can delete. You can only delete in auto, seemingly. I would like this to be really neat, you see. But it doesn't look too neat right now. And it looks a little bit... a little bit inefficient, honestly. It looks a little bit like it's going further than it needs to go, but it's fine for now. It's okay. Let's flatten you out, terrain. Here we are. Oh, come on. Spending a fortune on terrain flattening. Pushing it all back. Oh, how much better does that look? Oh, that looks way better. Okay, so let's like work on these chutes so they can go to all 4 of my lumberjacks. My lumber mills. Let's get it on to precise. And I need to get that sorted as well. I need to get one into here too. I do feel like they're a little bit like they should all be going into the middle as well. I feel like these ones should be moved. This is a bit fussy possibly, but don't care. That's what I want. Okay, let's go back to auto. And then we can remove the ones we don't need. There, doesn't that look pretty? Okay, so now I've made it, so like there's nothing in the way. So I can have chutes going all the way out from here. All the way into here. Now I think if I'm right about this, they kind of have to go... I think they can go from out the door. No, actually I think I want... Immediately as they go out of the door, I want them to turn. So, come out of the menu now. Alright, okay. We'll get this right. We will get this right. So let's go into precise, rotate it until we get the right angle. That one does need to go that way. You're blocking what I'm trying to do here. You need to take this wood to market, okay? You need to be on the other side of everything before I finish it as well. Yeah, that's good. Otherwise it's going to completely block your way. So if I do want anything else down here, really? Oh, I did it. It was on auto shoot. How annoying. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Ah, this is so bad. Right, okay. Auto, rotate. There we are. Rotate. You, rotate. You. I need to put a straight line all the way across there. And a curly one. Oh no, I did it the wrong way. Curly one through there. Curly one through there. Straight into there and there. Okay, so basically we're waiting for these to backlog, this one to backlog enough. And this is good because the market will always be supplied and then these ones will be backlogged. Dude, I think I'm gonna have to delete you. Because you're really trapped in there. So yeah, as this, these are going to produce quicker than this can. So this whole system just needs to fill up, and then it'll start going to this one. And if I do find that they're using them quicker, then oh dear, you guys need to be deleted too. Bye. Need all my workers. Oh, they could have actually come around there, couldn't they? Oh well, never mind. I thought they were trapped and they weren't. I just needed to reassign them jobs, but never mind. So we've got all of this working, which is fantastic. And it should be automatically supplying the base with logs, which is also fantastic. These are full. Why are none of the carts going? Is the market full? The market's full. That's actually fine. That's not a problem at all. As long as that's the reason why they're not doing anything, that's cool. Now, are you meant to be a grain truck? What are you meant to be doing? Well, those ones are working, so I don't think you're needed at the moment. You could maybe be working on stone or something. That would be a good thing to do, actually. For now, little cart, why don't you take stone to the base? No? You don't want to do that? No, you're gonna go to... Yeah, okay, it's gonna take the stone from the barn over to there. That's fine. Looks like the footpaths maybe start to wear out after a little while. Maybe I could put some stone roads in. Okay, so I'm like super happy now that we've got this whole big lumber mill thing. That's working really well. Working super well. Just rolling those logs down. I am kind of possibly thinking, looking at it, that we might want one more mill. Oh no, it is backing up okay. Looking at it, that looks fine. This looks fine for the needs of what we've got here. If I want herbs, I'll have to make another farm somewhere else. But for our grain supply, that seems really absolutely fine at the moment. So let's work on some metalworking, because that'll be cool. It's definitely the next thing to do. And then we're going to get railways soon, guys, so we can have little camps and little trains going to and fro and all sorts, if I can fit them in. Again, it might mean knocking down buildings and completely reimagining what I'm doing. That's maybe going to have to happen several times, but I don't care. It's really cool anyway. So, I'm gonna need some kind of forge or something. So we've built everything else, all the farms and the wells and things like that. I don't think I need to put the farm tiles and the pasture in yet, because we've got a really good food supply. Once I start expanding more and needing more things, that's a well. What am I doing? I need a forge. Once I start expanding more and having more houses and more buildings, then I'm going to need way more food. Then I'll start making them produce more, you know. So, forge, there we go. Again, I don't know much about the forge, so I'm going to put it down and then I'm going to see what happens. Kitchen and a silo. Ooh, and steam power. Wow, loads of research. Loads of really cool, interesting things. So we're going to make iron plate out of fuel, which is provided by wood, fertilizer, and coal. Right, we've got, like, dudes with nothing to do. So I'm kind of thinking, dude with nothing to do, why don't you go and, like, cut down some trees and put them into the forge? Any other dudes with nothing to do? I mean, we've got like thousands and thousands of wood here. And loads of people just working on that. So we could definitely have a couple of you guys. I mean, I really don't think that we need a lot of this. So I could probably just get rid of these workers that are working on wood. For now, anyway. Don't need you. And then I'll rehire them when I know what I want them to do. What are you doing? Can't even tell what you're doing. Well, now you're cutting stone. We've got like maximum stone as well though. So again, I just don't think I need them. Just for iron ore maybe. Oh, you guys are all iron workers now. You're all taking iron to the forge. Anyone that was on stone before is now on iron. And if I run out of things, I'll hire more workers or I'll redeploy them. But I think at the moment, that's what I need to do. Have most of the workers working on research. I've automated the wood. I've automated the food. Fantastic. Got this little lumber mill here. Just ready to make paper. That's all it's doing is paper for the school. These lumber mills here making wooden logs that go into the base. The base already has like 1,000 wooden logs. No, it's not. It's got 391 wooden logs. Oh, right. These chutes aren't working. Why are you not working? When you should be working. These are all full. They're not going down the chutes. Okay, so I need to look around at why these chutes aren't working. So coming straight out of there works fine. Is it maybe because it can't get into... No, it's not because it can't get into the base, it's because it can't get out of the lumber mill. Because otherwise it would just be like backing up on these, but it's not doing that. I would have thought this would work. So let's go... New building, we've got silo and kitchen. We'll look at those in a minute, but I really just want to see why this isn't working properly. I mean, if I need to, I'll get workers or carts just to manually haul, but I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. So let's just get rid of that for now and get this one working. So if I have a chute. Does that come out? Does that come out? No. If I rotated it, would it come out that way? Because what I basically need to do is to rotate it until... okay, let's get rid of that. Rotate it. Come out now? Nope. Nope. Comes out of the farm's fine, and it's definitely, that is definitely the exit. So that is definitely where the chute should be coming out. Just break it for a sec. I'm just going to try and break it for a bit. I don't know if we're paused or not at the moment. I need it to really not be paused ideally. We'll break the chain. Okay, that's not paused. Right, let's just go to my help section, and I want to see what it says about lumber mills. Turns wood into planks. That's all it says. So let's have a look at chutes as well and see if there's any particular rules about chutes. Chutes for a tile. Rolls valid items down length of chute. Oh. I bet that this is so simple. It's so simple. Logs roll. Balls of grain roll. You know what doesn't roll? Guessed it. Wooden planks. They don't roll. So what I think I need is a wagon for each of these little dudes. It's fine though. We've got a good production line working that way. It's just not working the other way. The chutes aren't working. That's fine. But if I had conveyor belts, they would probably work on conveyor belts. So if I go to F1 and I have a look at buildings, this is why we need conveyor belts for. Planks used for construction. Tiles. So there's a cloth conveyor somewhere. Metal conveyor, steam pipe. All the logic stuff. All the logic stuff. Cloth conveyor, that's one of the first ones. Automatically transports items in specified direction, can be attached to building outputs. That is what we need for this side of it anyway. So let's have a look in my building queue and see if we can make cloth conveyor belts yet. I think we can. Yes, we can. So what do we need to make it? Produced by the workshop. Right. Let's go over to the workshop and see what we need. We need a cloth conveyor. We need cloth produced in the workshop out of wool produced by the pasture. Right. So we're going to need wagons just for now. Up until the point where we can make some cloth conveyor belts, and then this idea will probably work perfectly. Just doesn't work with chutes. Chutes just aren't good enough. They're not clever enough to do what I need them to do. So I need to go and just delete all of these. I'm very sad. It was a good idea, but the game just doesn't support it. The chutes anyway. But once we get conveyors, they will support this a lot better. Okay, so I need a wagon for each of these. Should have enough for them. Might need more wagon wheels though. Oh yeah, I do. I need way more wagon wheels. And for that I need planks. Okay, fine. You, dude, take planks to the workshop. Workshop, make wooden wheels. Fantastic. And then we'll be able to get this whole plank production going. I will be very happy. Don't have any more carts. We've got 2 carts for these, so I'm going to need 6 carts in all. We're making quite a lot of wood wheels now, so we might be able to make our first one. Oh, right. I need another dude. What's this dude doing? Moving, taking wood from miles away. Okay. Your new job is to take wagon wheels back to the base. This is why I don't constantly have wagon wheels being made, because you need like 2 guys. One to take logs to there and 1 guy to take wheels back to there. Okay, we have enough for our first wagon. So you, Mr. Wagon, I needed to take these back to there. How are we doing for wagon number 2? Wagon number 2. There you go. And you are needed to take these over here. And then wagon number 3. See, these wagons are conveyors are much better because they don't take up a people slot. So these don't have water, so this is why they are not making paper. So wagon number 4. You're going to deliver those ones. So got all my wagons, just like... I probably need quite a wide space for them to go down, actually. And I'd like to build them a stone road, actually. I think that'd be really cool. That'd be faster for them. Look how quick they go now. Wow. They seem to be heading for this entrance mostly. So I'll put a nice stone road in there. There we go. I think they're like 3 wide. Might even just even up the terrain around here to get the road looking right. Because I'm weird like that. I know it doesn't matter. There we are. I can maybe just like flatten that down a bit. Yeah, that works well. That looks nice as well. Okay, we've got that working. So we'll put a path there, we've got a road there. And also, because these guys are going all the way down here, this could do with being stone as well. So anywhere where wagons are going, I think should be made of stone. Ah, so now we're running out of stone road materials, but that's fine. These guys are really quick now. And it looks like they're making the logs, the planks faster now. Now we've got the transport sorted out, they're making them faster than these guys, these foresters can work out. So I need to build some more. More foresters. Oh no, do we not have enough stone? Oh dear. So what I need is this stonemason to actually be properly working, which is not at the moment. So how about you? How about you, instead of doing iron ore, go over and get stone and take it back there. I don't think that's happening at all at the moment, is it? Oh, okay, it looks like most of the stone is a bit inaccessible because of the... You working on it now? No, I don't think that that's accessible stone, so I'm gonna go from here. Alright then, let's grab you, come on. So go from there with that stone and take that back to the stonemason. That's the problem, the stonemason ran out of stone. The forge is full of iron, but the iron needs to be taken somewhere. So one of you iron workers, you take that iron to the barn. Don't know what these guys are doing over here. What are your jobs? I have no idea what your job is. Which means you're now a stonemason. Your job is clearly taking something You're supposed to be taking stone, aren't you, to the base, so that's fine. I'm happy for it to do that. So your maximum happiness on all houses, so that's working well. This is all working well. As I say, just needs a bit more supply. Because they've all run out of wood, so we need to have way more of them. Which is fine. We can have them all along here, and we can just continue this chute going all the way along there, and it'll just supply these guys, which is cool. Happy with that. Let's see if we can now make a forester yet. No, we still don't have enough stone. I used a lot of the stone on the stone roads, I think, but it's going to make a lot of this a lot faster, which is good. Stonemason is making stone. Lots of stone workers and iron workers over here. A lot of this is still being done very manually because it's only just started. Okay, so I want to have a look at some of these new buildings and see what they do. I need to build a pasture as well, and I can do that. I'm actually thinking a pasture might go nicely just here. Thing is, a pasture kind of needs its own mill as well. And then the fertilizer can be used on the farms to... Well, no, the fertilizer doesn't actually need to be directly used on the farms. They're used to build farm tiles. So it might actually be better to have... well, the mill makes animal feed, right? So if the mill is making animal feed, the pasture needs... let me think about it. I need to think where things need to be taken and stuff like that. We are going to need a barn, definitely. And it needs to be by water. I think I've got quite a bit of terraforming to do to get this to work, but I think I can do it. Okay, so what I'm thinking is a path through these herbs. I may demolish them actually to make the path bigger. I'm going to get rid of some of these trees. And I'm going to get like a pathway going down here to the water. Because I can now make herbs using my farms. So I don't see why I really need to worry. So basically the farms are to this side. This path kind of almost doesn't need to be there. I kind of wish when I demolish things that the grass would grow again. It's a shame that. I feel like I'm ruining the landscape. Is there like a terrain paint? Can I flatten, block, remove resource? I want to be able to put paint grass over stuff again. So it's like I never did anything wrong. Those rocks are going to be right in my way. It's possible I may need to just do a single wide path there. It's a bit irritating, but I think we'll be okay. Just looking to see what I can do. This is a bit of a mess, honestly, because of all the things I need to make this blooming pasture work. I need another farm, really. It needs its entire own setup, doesn't it? So I'm actually kind of thinking maybe I won't even bother with that. Let's just remove. I'm actually thinking it needs its own setup, so I'll have its own grain mill, its own farm, its own everything, just making the stuff for the pasture. So it'll have its own supply line. You've got to think in supply lines with this, haven't you, really? So let's find a little space where it might be a bit easier to make this. Yeah, around here I reckon would be a really good place for it. And it could use this barn. Definitely utilise that. So I'm going to get rid of a few of these trees over here. I think that's going to help me a lot. So let's get rid of these guys. I don't need that grain either. I'm going to just use a farm for that. All that herb that can go away. Okay, so we've got this lovely area now that I'm using all my money to create. And this is going to be my area for my pasture. Okay, so I'm going to build my pasture here. And it's going to have its own water supply, and that's going to be important. So any pastures are going to go here. And I could have several if I wanted to, all along here. And they would be supplied by their own grain, their own farm and their own grain mill. So I'm going to have a farm and a mill here. And then I'm going to have chutes and stuff just going around here. And they can go into all of the pastures. I'm just thinking now, that's an out way, isn't it? That's really annoying. So I need chutes to go into the pasture, but the pasture also needs to border water. So can I rotate it? So yeah, I'm thinking any kind of outward ones need... Inward maybe needs to go there. Oh, I need it to either side. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. It'll be fine for one, but when I'm needing conveyor belts and things for multiples, it's not going to work very well. Let me just... I'd rather delete it and start again and try and work through that problem if I can. So let's do building pasture. Unfortunately, it's 30 stone, but it's not 30 stone blocks, fortunately. So the only way for it to have a water source, water will auto supply, but it will only auto supply if you have it right back onto the river, which I do want. But that does mean I need to have someone either supplying the animal feed or someone doing the output to it. So I'm not going to be able to just have a row of them like working away. It's going to be a bit annoying. Never mind. Let's build a farm. Let's build a farm. And that will back onto the water as well. What can't we afford with making a farm? Something can't be afforded. And I've used an awful lot of stuff up, haven't I? Awful lot of resources. That needs stone bricks as well. So how is it going with the stone bricks over here, guys? We've got loads in the stonemasons. So how about you take them to the barn then? And then the barrow can take it to the base and... It's not a very good supply line here. It's terrible, terrible supply line. We don't have enough wood. Oh man. A worker there that's doing nothing. So you can supply wood to the forge. I just don't know sometimes like what they're doing, but the more automated I'm getting with things like this is working really well, so I can like spend time now over here working out what these guys are up to. So I'm quite enjoying that side of it. Okay, so now that's all in the barn, I should be able to build myself a farm. This farm, oh. Only have 2 stone blocks. What? What? I thought I told someone to take the blocks from there to there. Are they not able to do that for some bizarre reason? Do you know what? Why don't you take those? That'll be quicker, won't it? Yeah. Can't it hold that much or something? Can it only hold a certain amount of items? Let me check on barns a second. And we might need a second barn. That might be a problem there. I'm like, take it to the barn. And they're like, there's no room in the barn. Provides shared storage inventory. It's the only barn we have. I'm going to put down another barn and see if it helps. not really had a problem with barns before, so I don't really know what's going on here, but why don't we try putting those in there? We'll put those in there. That seems fine. Yeah, it looks like it's only got 4 slots for different things, so it's like I need one for my stone stuff and one for my metal stuff. Are you working better now? No. Right, so one of you guys that's working on metal needs to work on taking wood to the forge. And what I might do, again another supply line, is possibly put some wood into the forge. Like I'll get like a one of these guys behind it, one of these foresters. It's going straight into the forge via a chute. That would be a lot better than having all these guys manually doing stuff. Like, the more I can automate, the better. Okay. This is looking great, isn't it? I'm like really liking it now. I'm starting to understand what to do and just starting to get things right instead of getting them wrong. Okay, get rid of that herb. Again, we can make herbs with the farm if we need them. So let's make a farm. So we sorted out the whole stone brick problem. So I'm gonna put the farm here. And then I'm gonna go and put down a grain mill. Kind of close by. Probably around there, and that'll just have a chute going to it from the farm, which is already making wheat straight away. Now, chutes did work with animal feed, I believe. I remember that working fine. So that's cool. Yeah, so you're sitting there making... Oh, you need to be changed to be making animal feed instead of flour. I don't want to be making flour. And then you need a chute going all the way into all of these animal pens, of which I'm going to have a few. And we're going to have a few barns around here, I guess. Oh, we need population. Okay, more houses. More deforestation. Should be enough for a big row of houses along there. Right, so they should still work on that same market. The market's working for quite a big area. I'll probably flatten over here as well and start building houses out towards there as well. It's a little bit of a packed little town there, unfortunately, but I mean they all have a little road into their houses. They can all get in, I guess. Okay, so now we can make more pastures. I don't know why we need more pastures, but I think we do. One there. One there? Yeah, I'll do. So we'll have 3. I'm gonna have to work out a way to get animal feed to them all and still be able to take the products away and back to the barn. That could be interesting. I'm kind of thinking a road might be a good idea first, some sort of footpath going to the barn. So we'll extend that out. And we'll have little pathways going to the individual pastures. I know I need to get rid of a couple of trees over there as well. And then I need a chute. It's just a bit rough because of the way it all works. But I want a chute going into all of these, but I also want a way for people to pick up what comes out. I don't think that that's going to be possible. So I think what's going to have to happen... rough. This is very rough. Unless the chutes can go over water somehow. I haven't tried that, but... Or a scaffold block could go over the water. Would they still be self-watering if I put a scaffold block somehow over the water behind them? And put a chute on there. See if this works. If it does, then that's going to solve a big problem. So let's just check the water. Still self-supplies. I think it does. So if that's the case, we can do quite a lot with this. Need more scaffolds. So it's basically got like this little jetty of scaffolds going behind, and I'm going to put chutes down it so the animal feed can go in behind, and I'm hoping that they'll still work. They'll still pull the water even with scaffolds over the water. It's the only way I can think for this to work. So let's have so a chute go in there with the animal feed. See, the animal feed does seem quite happy to go down a chute. Goes all the way down there, and then we get it to go over there. So we've effectively got this going over the water and into the animal pens. Please work. And again, I might find that I need another farm mill set up, and if I do, I'll sort that out later. So wool is being made. Water is still being supplied. That one's run out of animal feed. That's weird because the animal feed seems stuck on the... Oh, right. Hang on. I can sort this. I can sort this. It's the flour that originally was being made has got a bit stuck on the conveyor. So we'll just get rid of that by deleting the chute, and that should delete the flour as well. There we go. All working. Working very well. So it's constantly filling up with water, but it's still able to get the animal feed by using the scaffold over the water. Woohoo, go me. Because I was a bit like, how am I supposed to do this? There's no way. I think that is an elegant solution. But my goodness, I've done a huge episode again. So I think this whole little pasture setup is great. I'll get some chutes and things, or a little wagon setup. It may well need wagons to take things to the barn. We'll get the barn all set up. The barn should be the other way around. And I'll try and work out what all the guys over here on the stone and 4G bit are doing as well. But look at this place. It's looking great, isn't it? We've got all these amazing lumber mills doing, well, they need some more forestry stuff happening so that we can make sure we've got enough of them. And it does seem like the logs are being used up quite quickly as well. So We need to work on that next time. The grain seems to be absolutely fine. Market's chock full of stuff. Got these pastures going, so I'll be able to make the farms a bit more productive. We'll have wool. We'll be able to take the wool and stuff to the barn. We'll have fertilizer that we can take to the barn as well. Might need quite a few different wagons going over here, but that's fine. And I could maybe even at some point think about putting a new town maybe behind here with more houses and things like that, and another marketplace and all that sort of thing. It might work well. I mean, because if I do that, what I would probably do is make one of these lumber mills supply the other market. So there'll be a lumber mill per market, and then there'll be lumber mills for the base as well. And I'll probably just expand the whole thing. I may just get rid of some of these stones and stuff and just expand it all the way along there. Expand the forestry all along there. Keep this chute because it works well. And that's my little plan. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Factory Town, please subscribe. I will let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.